The next section we're going to cover is the MCAT. Now this is something that you're probably all too familiar with. Pre-med students always hear about the MCAT. It's that dreaded giant wall you need to tackle to get into med school. So what is the MCAT? The MCAT is a standardized test that most med schools require in order to be eligible to apply. So I say most med schools because not all of them require it. Things do change by year, so look into the schools that you're interested in to see if they require MCAT scores or not. Now, when it comes to the MCAT, there's a bunch of different sections. You have 4 sections. There's the biological and biochemical foundations of living systems. There's the chemical and physical foundations of living systems. There's sociology and psychology, behaviors in living systems, and then your CARS section. So that's just a whole bunch of words. What does it really mean? You have 3 sections that are based on science-related topics. So the biological, chemical, and physical ones, that's all your biology, your chemistry, your organic chemistry, your physics, and your biochemistry. Now these are going to be a set of questions that are all based off passages. Everything is done on a computer. It's all multiple choice, which seems relatively easy, but it's not when you get down to it. You're going to be given a passage on an experiment or a topic or something, and you're going to have 7 questions based off that passage. Then it's up to you to then answer based off the information you have and what you know. It's not as simple as first year biology when you're just regurgitating information onto a multiple choice thing and just picking an answer. They want to make sure you understand the concepts. So they're going to ask you theory questions to see if you truly understand what's going on in the passage. It's not going to be what protein does this, because that's just simple memorization and it doesn't really tell you a lot about the student. There are a few standalone questions that are not based off passages. Those could be more towards maybe just memorizing something, but the majority of your section is based off passages. So that's the same for your biology, your chemistry, your physics. These are things that you're going to need to be pretty up to speed with when it comes to writing. So like I said in my first video, physics isn't required for any schools, but it's good to have a background in that for when you go and write the MCAT. Now, the new section which was added to the 2015 MCAT forward is the psychology and sociology section. That's based on your humanities and social sciences. And then the last section is your CARS section, which is not playing with little automobiles on a table and fooling around with those. For the old MCAT, it was the verbal reasoning section. So what this is you, again, have passages that can be based off anything. It can be ancient art history to just old history to some crazy author just writing about something up in space or on Earth. It's literally anything, and you're going to have a set of questions based off the passage. You don't have to have any prior experience on the topic that they're covering. What they want to see is if you can get the information out of the passage and you can get into the mindset of the author to see what they're trying to get at. That's what it is. Everything's in the passage. You just have to get the information from that to answer the questions. So that's everything that's covered on the MCAT. It's about a 7-hour-long test, and it costs almost around $300. It changes for every year, so you need to look that up.